Behind these palace walls lies a story so explosive, it threatens to reshape everything we thought we knew about the British royal family. A solemn voice narrates. When Princess Anne stepped forward with Queen Elizabeth's final wish regarding Camilla, the revelation sent shockwaves through the monarchy that continue to reverberate today. What you're about to learn isn't just another royal scandal, it's the untold truth that the palace never wanted you to hear. The royal crest appears, then fades to black. For decades, the British royal family has captivated global audiences with its pageantry, tradition, and occasionally its scandals. But few stories have remained as contentious as the relationship between Queen Elizabeth II and her daughter-in-law, Camilla. While the public narrative portrayed a gradual warming between the two women, culminating in the Queen's blessing for Camilla to become Queen Consort, behind closed doors, a very different story was unfolding. One that Princess Anne has now brought to light. The roots of this complicated dynamic stretch back to the turbulent years of Charles and Diana's marriage. Queen Elizabeth, a steadfast defender of the monarchy's reputation, reportedly harbored deep reservations about Camilla's influence on the royal family's public image. Royal author Christopher Anderson has claimed that the Queen always detested Camilla, viewing her as a destabilizing force within the institution she had dedicated her life to protecting. This private sentiment stood in stark contrast to the carefully crafted public appearances suggesting royal unity and acceptance. As the years passed, Camilla gradually transitioned from royal pariah to accepted member of the family, at least in the public eye. The Queen's decision in February 2022 to endorse Camilla as future Queen Consort was widely interpreted as the final seal of approval, the culmination of a long journey toward legitimacy within the royal fold. However, recent revelations from Princess Anne suggest that this endorsement came with significant caveats and was part of a complex internal negotiation rather than a wholehearted blessing. During the Queen's Platinum Jubilee preparations in early 2022, the royal family faced mounting pressure regarding Prince Andrew's legal troubles. According to palace insiders, King Charles, then Prince Charles, seized this moment of vulnerability to propose what amounted to a royal quid pro quo. In exchange for the Queen's public endorsement of Camilla's future title as Queen Consort, Charles would personally manage the fallout from Andrew's scandal, shielding both his mother and the monarchy from further damage. This arrangement, while pragmatic from a crisis management perspective, reveals the transactional nature that sometimes underlies even the most significant royal pronouncements. Princess Anne, the Queen's only daughter and known for her straightforward approach to royal duties, has reportedly broken ranks to share insights into her mother's true feelings during this period. According to sources close to the Princess Royal, Anne has disclosed that the Queen's endorsement of Camilla was not given freely but was instead the result of intense behind-the-scenes negotiations and family pressure. This revelation adds a layer of complexity to our understanding of the late monarch's final years and suggests that even Queen Elizabeth, with her unparalleled experience and authority, sometimes had to compromise on deeply personal matters for the sake of the institution. In the months following the Queen's passing, Princess Anne has become increasingly forthright about her mother's private sentiments. During what sources describe as an emotionally charged conversation at a post-coronation dinner, Anne reportedly confronted Camilla about her decision to drop the consort from her title, stating bluntly that Camilla would never be seen as a true queen in the eyes of many, including, most significantly, the late Queen Elizabeth herself. This unvarnished assessment left both Camilla and King Charles visibly shaken, creating ripples of tension that continue to affect family dynamics. What makes Anne's revelation particularly significant is her own complicated history with Camilla. The two women were once perceived as rivals, both having been romantically linked to Andrew Parker Bowles at different points in their lives. This shared history created an initial tension that might have permanently defined their relationship. However, in a testament to the complex evolution of personal dynamics, Anne and Camilla have gradually developed a relationship marked by mutual respect and understanding. Their journey from potential adversaries to supportive allies mirrors the broader themes of reconciliation and adaptation that have characterized the modern monarchy. This evolving relationship was on full display during a recent ceremony at the University of London, where Princess Anne, in her role as Chancellor, presented Camilla with an honorary doctorate of literature in recognition of her work promoting literacy. The event showcased not only their personal growth, but also the intricacies of royal protocol that continue to govern family interactions. When Camilla, in what appeared to be a gesture of humility, invited Anne to enter the venue first, a breach of the traditional order of precedence, Anne politely declined, insisting that Camilla proceed ahead. This small but telling exchange demonstrated Anne's unwavering commitment to protocol, even as personal relationships evolve. The relationship between these two powerful women provides a fascinating window into the broader dynamics of the royal family during this period of significant transition. Following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the monarchy has entered a new era under King Charles III, with Camilla by his side as queen. This transition has not been without its challenges, as family members adjust to new roles and relationships while carrying the weight of both personal history and institutional tradition. For Princess Anne, navigating this new reality has meant balancing her loyalty to her mother's memory with her duty to support the current monarchy. Her decision to share insights into the Queen's private thoughts reflects this tension, honoring her mother's true feelings while potentially creating complications for the institution she has served faithfully throughout her life. This delicate balancing act speaks to the unique position of royal family members, forever caught between their identities as individuals and their roles as representatives of the crown. The revelation about Queen Elizabeth's final wishes regarding Camilla raises profound questions about the nature of power, legitimacy, and succession within the royal family. If the Queen harbored serious reservations about Camilla's role until the end, what does this mean for public perception of the current Queen? How might this affect the stability of the monarchy as it continues to evolve in the 21st century? These questions linger beneath the surface of royal appearances, challenging the carefully constructed narrative of seamless transition. For Camilla, these revelations come at a particularly sensitive time as she continues to establish her identity as queen. Having weathered decades of public scrutiny and criticism, she has worked diligently to build a reputation based on charitable work and steadfast support of her husband. Princess Anne's disclosure threatens to undermine this hard-won acceptance by suggesting that the late Queen, perhaps the most significant source of royal legitimacy, never fully embraced Camilla's elevation to queenship. This potential crisis of legitimacy represents yet another hurdle in Camilla's remarkable journey from royal mistress to queen. King Charles, meanwhile, finds himself caught between loyalty to his wife and respect for his mother's memory. Sources close to the king suggest that he has been deeply affected by Anne's revelations, torn between defending Camilla and acknowledging the complexity of his mother's feelings. This internal conflict reflects the broader challenge facing the monarchy as it attempts to balance tradition and continuity, with the need for modernization and personal fulfillment. What emerges from this intricate web of relationships and revelations is a portrait of the royal family not simply as an institution, but as a collection of individuals navigating profoundly human dilemmas. The tensions between duty and personal happiness, between public performance and private sentiment, between tradition and adaptation, these are the themes that continue to define the monarchy, even as individual players change. As the British royal family continues to evolve under King Charles's reign, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth's true feelings about Camilla remains a powerful undercurrent in royal dynamics. Princess Anne's decision to bring these feelings to light represents a rare crack in the carefully maintained facade of royal unity, offering glimpses into the genuine emotions and considerations that shape monarchy from within. For royal watchers and the public alike, these revelations provide a reminder that beneath the crowns and titles are people grappling with relationships, legacies, and the weight of history. The story of Queen Elizabeth, Camilla, and Princess Anne is far from over. As more details emerge about the late Queen's final wishes and the negotiations surrounding Camilla's position, we may gain further insight into one of the most consequential transitions in modern royal history. What remains clear is that the public narrative of royal relationships often differs significantly from private reality, and that those differences can have profound implications for the future of the monarchy. The camera pulls back slowly from Windsor Castle as twilight falls, the ancient fortress bathed in golden light. As this royal drama continues to unfold, one truth becomes increasingly clear, the narrator concludes. The monarchy's greatest strength has never been its pomp or pageantry, but its ability to adapt and survive through centuries of personal and political upheaval. Yet Princess Anne's revelation forces us to question, at what point does compromise become betrayal, and can a crown built on reluctant acceptance ever truly shine? Queen Elizabeth's final wishes about Camilla weren't just about one woman's role, they were her last attempt to protect the institution she served for 70 years. The question now facing the royal family is whether honoring those wishes might be the key to preserving her extraordinary legacy. The screen fades to black as the royal standard waves gently in the evening breeze, a symbol of continuity amid profound change.